And again, same result. Good over for Pakistan.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी आज में अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट के लिए जरूरी है।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
कुछ भी हो,
Good over for Pakistan.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
When cutting balls, another poor delivery. There we go.
He will bowl nice and straight. He'll bowl wicket to wicket and he'll look to hit the stumps. Look to target those pads.
Samuel Badree comes into the attack. Right arm leg spinner. Doesn't really spin much, but he will bowl nice and straight. He'll bowl wicket to wicket and he'll look to hit the stumps.
Excellent ball.
Look to target those pads. 50 wickets in T20 internationals. Good average, 17.12. And look at the economy. Why wouldn't you give him a new ball? Excellent bowler, excellent 2020 bowler. Just continually gets results. And you think about 2020 cricket around the world, and I suppose you could rattle off the leg spinners, and they affect games. They just do. They're able to get wickets, they're able to stop the game, and when batsmen look to try and go after them, more often than not, it's them who win the battle. And this is what Plessis would like here. Replaces Morkel.
It's going to skid through. That's what he does. He'll target the stumps. He'll bowl those deliveries, which we say, you miss, I hit. Oh, it's in the gap. Splits the two men who are up on that onside. And away it goes for four. It's amazing how Fakhar Zaman picks up the gaps. Yes, it wasn't really the best of deliveries, but there were two men there on the onside looking to stop that. The timing was just perfect. Use the pace. Watch that. Once it's gone through the middle of those two, it's not stopping. He's got no fear, especially someone like Badree who's so good in picking up early wickets. You don't really want to take a risk of using your feet and coming down the pitch, but he has got no issues with that. That 100 he got in the final of the ICC Champions Trophy gave him so much confidence. Yeah, the way it unfolded was just brilliant to watch, and that you can write a player off and watching him and thinking that, oh, it doesn't quite look like he cuts it. Shot. Good use of the feet and good contact as well. Yeah, much better tonight, using his feet. Didn't really got to the pitch of the ball, but got a good swing at it. And he was making sure that he's playing on the offside. He knows Badree is not going to spin. Played against him so many times. He knows what Badree does. A little bit of room, and Shehzad dispatched it for 4. 30 without loss.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं। दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. One more Morkel.
अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी है कि दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में।
Change of end. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. There you go. You see the 5 fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. There you go. You see the 5 fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. They fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. They have a look at that. Fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. They have a look at that. Yeah, in particular. Fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. They have a look at that. Yeah, fielders on the offside, all in the circle. Change of end. That off stumper or just outside off stump line. They fielders
circle. Change of angle back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle. Change of back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle. Change of angle back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle. Change of angle back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle. Change of angle back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle. Change of angle back off stump or just outside off stump line. They fingers on the offside, all in the circle.
Badree, otherwise he can become a bit predictable. Even then he's been the best in the business in T20s. Smashing shot.
He very rarely turns. I think with his action, his most deliveries come into you, not as a googly, just as a sliders. And I think Ahmed Shehzad picked it up and played straight. It off was back, but he played straighter. That was his third boundary. He's 15 of 15, run a ball, 40 for none in 4.2.
He gets it to zip through when he pitches the ball on the shorter side. That's how he picks up most of the wickets. Difficult to hit down the ground, so that really was a very good crafty hit by Ahmed Shehzad.
All the other teams, if they make a plan against Badree, they tell their mostly the batsmen also play an innings not to play cut because he's quicker, he's skiddier. Just play him straight.
Oh, that's out. That's got to be out. Yes. It looked pretty plumb. Hit him on the back leg, I think. The ball was not spinning across the stumps. So a bit of a whack, a wild one from the left-hander, and he's paid the price for it. He's gone leg before after scoring 21. It's 41 for 1.
The new Higher Turbo Cool refrigerator has an easy digital panel, so you can set your own temperature. With LED lights in the freezer compartment and speedy turbo cooling makes it Pakistan's fastest cooling refrigerator. Now with 10-year warranty.
Higher Inspired Living.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Blistery conditions here in Lahore as Babar Azam walks in. Played a lovely hand the other night. And if he can strike them consistently, he could be a force to reckon with. In no time, he's got the class and the finesse. All he has to do is to now just mold into that role of number 3 as we have another look at that now. Was there a chance of that ball pitching outside the leg stump? So that's the only query that the umpire had to answer. Otherwise, he was plumb in front.
It's difficult to tell, but if you are in doubt, as an umpire, benefit of doubt goes to the batsman. Look at this, he was disappointed there. And Babar Azam, coming back to Babar Azam, he came through a proper system under 19, then A team, and then of course the Pakistan side. He captained the under 19 as well, I remember, in 2010 in New Zealand.
Slower in pace, gets off the mark with the wristy push. It's 42 for 1.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Now that really is a nice gesture. George Bailey there, bonding with the fans. I think that those glasses was a forced option. I think maybe it was one of the sponsors' requests to wear their glasses, but whatever it is, it really is mighty nice of George Bailey.
He's such a good guy, a thorough gentleman. Morkel, one of the top bowlers in world cricket, into his third over. Economy rate of 3, 2 overs he has bowled, given away 6 runs only. Much better today is bowling, within the stumps, short of a length on this pitch.
Would you have a slim place for Babar Azam, Waz, because he's just walked in?
Start off with first couple of deliveries, yes, because the new batsman and World 11, they do need an extra wicket here. This, I mean, slip puts an extra pressure on a batsman. Batsmen get a bit cautious, especially early on in his innings.
The beautiful timer of the ball, and difficult to dislodge on a pitch like this. Yeah, he played a couple of good sort of half flick, half pull shots. Very, very good on his pads. And there was that opportunity, no slip in place. Just worked the ball around quite peacefully, at ease, driving the ball beautifully down the ground. That really was a solid shot from him. Mid-off pushback, so an easy single. Yeah, just indicating with his glove it was a slow ball from Morkel, and that, I guess you've got to do it regularly on a track like this.
Especially in first 6 overs in power play, you only allow 2 fielders outside the circle. And Morkel, yes, our third man is up in the circle. Mid-on is going back. Fine leg also up in the circle, and then square leg right on the boundary, just in front of the leg umpire. And you know, Rams, as a batsman, you can judge, okay, this particular fielder is coming from the circle, so that means a single. If you play the same shot like Ahmed Shehzad played on the previous ball, just play with soft hands and just run, instead of hitting it right straight for, hitting it firmly straight to the fielder.
It's turning out to be a bit of a George Bailey show. Oh, that got big on him. Good delivery. Morkel using a bit of his height. That ball went up. It bounced a little bit more.
Only one run from the over so far. Look at the bounce he generates because of his height, high arm action, and good follow through, good seam position. And he's quick, 140 kilometers plus.
fine leg has gone back. Just one field adjusted down the track and beaten by the slow pace of Morne Morkel. After 6, Pakistan 43 for 1.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहटें बिखेरना पड़ती हैं। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
The ICC Chief Executive Richardson, Dave Richardson, of course. Forgot your name. Sorry about that.
Always call it's whenever you come to this part of the world, then not quite sure is it Richard Davidson or David Richardson.
I know it's been a brief visit so far, Dave, but what do you make of the facilities? What do you make of the passion of the fans? What do you make of the facilities, the security? I mean, 10 questions in one go, sorry.
Well, first of all, the facilities. I mean, the last time I was here, this facility wasn't completed. And obviously a brilliant view, and I believe it's also got room for the hospitality boxes, which should have a commercial benefit in the long run. So yes, marvellous that they've been able to develop and improve the ground. Security, unprecedented really. And I suppose you think, well, is that so sustainable? And can you hold tours where you've got to every day, close roads and all that? But I think so important to make sure that this, first of all, that they can showcase their capabilities to implement a security plan, and then make sure that nothing goes wrong. Because if it does, it'll set back the whole process another 10 years.
That's a big shot. There's a fielder there. Get to the ball, only a single, threatening for the second run. Yeah, I mean, once bitten, twice shy, and so Pakistan taking small steps, baby steps, making sure that everything is in order. I think that's the way we also want them to go, rather than just opening up the sport to everyone at such an early stage. I think they've done well.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy road back. I mean, that incident back in 2009, it really shook the cricket world. And not only do you have to try and improve the security situation in the country, bring the threat level down, you've also got to work at increasing, building the confidence of the international sporting community that, hold on, if the threat level is high, the capability exists here to deal with that. And the Pakistan government, the security forces have done wonders over the last 2 years in particular.
I think the fans also have realized that, they'll have few obstacles to go over to get here, and they realize the importance of making sure that there are no hiccups in staging such a contest.
Yes, now I'm sure their patience has been tested, but they see hopefully the larger benefit or the bigger picture, and the passion for the game is still amazing to see, and in fact probably has kept Pakistan cricket competitive because of that.
That's a single down the ground. I think the players have been reasonably free to mingle and mix. They've not been overwhelmed by the security situation or what's been presented to them as a safety roadmap. I think they've absorbed everything so well, taken everything into their stride and carried on with the game, concentrated on it, which is great, because it may have just affected their cricket.
No, I mean, Collingwood is bowling at the moment. I mean, he's actually had a remarkable season back in England in county cricket, and he was saying how he's missed the international scene and so pleased to be back as part of it. And when he came here and he saw the passion and the excitement building, he said, okay, I realise now what I've been missing. So yes, they have. I think the players have enjoyed it and they've enjoyed the experience. Spoke to Richie Richardson a bit earlier as the match referee, and he just said the arrangements have been fantastic, but it's just that that sense.
The new Higher Turbo Cool refrigerator has an easy digital panel, so you can set your own temperature. With LED lights in the freezer compartment and speedy turbo cooling makes it Pakistan's fastest cooling refrigerator. Now with 10-year warranty.
Higher Inspired Living.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके, चाहे कुछ भी हो.
Pacer on view. So that could be a reason, a very solid and a valid reason for South Africa to make its presence felt in this contest, because they've gone through this unfortunate scenario and they realize that Pakistan need a helping hand. So awfully nice of the current cricketers from South Africa really to make the tour.
I think there's an element of that. Obviously these players are probably far too young to even remember that period of isolation. And I mean, in putting this team together, although we weren't directly involved, I know that Andy Flower had quite a job. The international teams are so busy these days finding people available to come on the tour. But I think he's put a decent enough team together to certainly justify that tag of a 2020 international.
2 runs taken. The tempo has certainly slowed down in the last 2 or 3 overs. I think World 11 has pulled things back quite smartly here. Just 4 runs in the last 2 overs. I think I think that the real difference there was that ICC was backing this event, and I think that'll go a long way in settling the issue in favour of Pakistan in years to come.
Well, it was, I think, back in 2010, immediately following the Sri Lanka incident, when the ICC formed that task team. At that stage it was chaired by Giles Clark, and we had people like Mike Brearley on it, and the task team in that format has kind of fallen away a little bit, but continually the effort has been initially to make sure that countries agreed to play Pakistan in neutral territory, so that at least they could continue playing international cricket, albeit not at home. And then more recently, okay, the first step, the PSL final. But what triggered it really was a visit by Giles Clark to Pakistan, where he witnessed firsthand the efforts that had been made to, number one, reduce the threat, and number two, to actually deal with it. So the CCTV camera footage around the city of Lahore, the fact that you can be driving a moped almost anywhere in the city and people will be able to monitor where you're going. And the security experts started saying, yes, the threat is there, it exists, but we can manage it. Whereas before they were saying we weren't confident we could manage it. And that's in the difference. The Players Association, their security advisors are saying the same thing, and therefore they were prepared to come and make the trip now.
Yeah, the other major contribution people in the world would see, the cricket fraternity would notice the sort of the participation of the Western Bloc. I think that was missing also, because we had a full-fledged tour of Zimbabwe, but obviously that didn't really hit the nail to say. I think this will go a long way in settling the nerves amongst the...
The new Higher Turbo Cool refrigerator has an easy digital panel, so you can set your own temperature. With LED lights in the freezer compartment and speedy turbo cooling makes it Pakistan's fastest cooling refrigerator. Now with 10-year warranty.
Higher Inspired Living.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके, चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है. बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं.
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट.
Paul Collingwood will continue his act. Yeah, I've been part of cricket board administration here, Dave, and I can imagine the difficulty in connecting the dots, because it's just not the PCB that has to do all the spade work, but you've got to get connected to other branches of the civil government, and they'll have their own take on security, on other matters, which from cricketing point of view may not go well, because as a cricketer you want to enjoy a tour and not be overwhelmed by security. And I think this time around it's just been right. The balance has just been right, where the players have felt comfortable and the fans have come in, and security has not really been that threatening for everyone to fear the outcome of something nasty.
Well, as I say, you've got to, I suppose, to some extent keep your fingers crossed, but the world is in a, in a funny place at the moment, and no matter where you are in the world, there's the danger that something could happen, and everybody, and across all sports, not only cricket, are having to put these measures in place to make sure that we can stage safe events.
That's a very good shot. He's driven the ball beautifully down the ground. Just a slice more than anything else, but this is such a good looking pitch. You can play a shot like that.
It's always been a good batting pitch, hasn't it? But the confidence of the Pakistan team is also remarkable. Watching them at the beginning of the Champions Trophy, and then of course at the end, and it's a good sign that domestic cricket must have been able to keep its momentum.
I guess a difficult question, David. That ball is stopped. I think it's David Miller with a very good stop. So the next question, I think it's a difficult question for you to answer, is when can regular visits take place in Pakistan? I think that's what the fans would like to know. How far will this tournament go in staging a regular test series or a one-day series for Pakistan in Pakistan?
Well, as I said, we get through this tour, hopefully safely, nothing happens, and the perceptions of the players will start to change. So the Australians in the squad and the South Africans in the squad will go back home and say, look, they were there, security was brilliant, these guys know what they're doing. And that's actually the most important thing, and they talk so that slowly the confidence builds. And then, maybe there'll be a short tour by a country like Sri Lanka or West Indies, and then hopefully the momentum will just keep building. But you can't be complacent. You still have to make sure that, as I said, we live in a dangerous world at the moment.
Yes, I think the stage was set by PSL. I think when the young Pakistani players shared the dressing room with the top professionals of the world, they came to know and understand the frustration of some of these young players, and no fault of theirs, they were in a very, very awkward position where they couldn't play at home. And I think that message got relayed all around the world, which sort of opened the doors for Pakistan in a way. And I think the world also understood where Pakistan stands, and it's a miracle how we keep on producing young talent without having played at home at all since 5, 6, 7 years.
Absolutely. I mean, I suppose there is an element of, if you love the game, there's no other option, and you just get down and you make sure that domestic cricket is important. But in addition, it's not only the batsmen. I mean, the bowlers actually, in particular, some.
Dave, thank you very much for your time. I wanted to ask you a lot of questions, but we don't have it.
It's good to see you again.
Right, cheers. Thank you. It's 69 for 1.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में तरीके, अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहटें बिखेरना पड़ती हैं। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
एलाइड बैंक, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
170-180 should be a good total to defend with the variety in Pakistan bowling. They're going in with extra spinner. Nawaz is in place of Fahim.
Oh.
It was firmly hit. He knew where the fielder was. Good effort by Hashim there. Fine leg. Nine and over from here onwards take them to 167. Brilliant effort by Collingwood. He still is top-notch fielder.
Yeah, very good at backward point. Yeah. Blue and yellow rather than blue and red.
I remember playing against him. I remember playing against Paul Collingwood in 1996. Never thought I'll see him play international cricket in 2017. That says a lot about what a shot. What a shot. Picked up his gap. Midon was up with the straight bat.
Continuing where he left off. Look straight as you like, and no fielders behind there. And it picks up 4 more.
.41 years of age, still tremendous fielder, physically very fit. And a month ago he scored 177 playing for Durham in first class cricket, then century in T20 blast for Durham as well. So I suppose for him age is only the number.
That's another good shot, and man's back this time, so he'll only pick up a single. They're sumptuous shots, those down the ground. This time, Ahmed Shehzad. Yeah, it is interesting to see that Paul Collingwood is still playing, and I guess if he was a bowler, he might not be going still. He'd have been convinced to hang the boots up.
I mean, as a bowler, fast bowler at the 41, you're in pieces. Forget playing. 10 overs gone, 78 for 1.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने की।
At the crease together and looking to form a partnership, not quite going as quickly as they were. With the partnership 37 from 32.
Change of bowling. Imran, Tahir will take the ball now. One of the top bowlers in world cricket. All the 3 formats: Test cricket, One-day cricket and T20. 6.69 and career best 5 for 24, a match winner. And of course, born in Lahore. Yesterday I mentioned this was Lahoriites. On social media people said there's no word called Lahoriites. In my book, I'm a Lahori. And I'm a Lahoriite as well, man.
Plessis needs a breakthrough, and generally he goes to Imran Tahir when he needs that, and seldom does he fail to deliver.
It's a Lahori thing. It's not a Mexican wave, it's a Lahori wave. And I think that's where Pakistan team struggles a bit from 8 till the 15th over. There should be a plan. That's a good shot. Nicely played. It was down leg side, offline, played it nicely. That sensible cricket from Babar Azam. 23 of 20. That was his third boundary. Strike rate of 115.
Yeah, well executed. Just redirected. The faintest of touches, and that's all it needed to be. Use all the pace there is on it, and away it goes for 4.
Bowled him! Nicely bowled him, mate.
That's sensible cricket. Boundary, then a single. 85 for 1 Pakistan against World 11. Remember, they won the first game yesterday.
Bowling!
So far, that was his first over. Imran Tahir's wicket delivery. Again, sensibly played. 11 overs gone, 87 for 1.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहटें बिखेरना पड़ती हैं। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Let's go downstairs now to turn up a bus.
I've got with me the Pakistan head coach Mickey Arthur. Mickey, happy with the start so far?
It's okay. We sort of set ourselves up for about 170 based on what we did the other day. The wicket's pretty similar, so we sort of set ourselves up for 170. He did. I thought he was outstanding. I think that's one of the most fluent innings he's played, and again, testimony to all the hard work he's putting in. He works extremely hard. He works on his fitness. He works technically. He's done a great job. So I just hope he goes from strength to strength because he's got a massive future.
And you're playing Osman Shanwari and Mohammad Nawaz today. How much of an impact do you think that's going to have on this match? I'm
really looking forward to seeing them bowl. You know, we want to have a look at those players bowl. We thought we needed a third spinner. We thought the wicket held up a little bit the other night, so a third spinning option for us was going to be good, particularly through the middle. And Hassan's just got a little back injury, so we don't want to risk Hassan for the game on Friday and the Sri Lankan series coming up. But that gives Usman Shanwari a really good go tonight, and I'm pretty excited to see him bowl because I think he's a fantastic bowler.
And your thoughts on the crowd over here? The atmosphere is electric.
Oh, it's fantastic. It really is. It's so nice to be at home in Pakistan, and for our players to play in front of their families, and that is fantastic. So, I mean, the guys have worked extremely hard. Grant Luden's done a fantastic job with the boys. You know, he works extremely hard. They've taken to him, and it's testimony to the boys as well because they've bought into the regime that we've put in place. We're fitter, we're stronger, we're running harder between wickets. We can concentrate for long periods of time. We can feel better, and that all goes well for us going forward.
And it's really heartening to see the youngsters perform the way they have. You know, Hassan Ali, Shadab, Fahim, Ashraf, they've all been chipping in and doing their part.
Yeah, they have, and I think that's so good for us in Pakistan cricket. To see the young boys come through is fantastic, and I just hope that they perform again because it just solidifies their confidence and it just gives them you know, a lot of confidence going forward. But what it does do for us as well, it just gives us a depth pool. So we've got a lot of depth now, particularly in our bowling department, and that's good. Competition for places is good, and you know, we pick up a couple of injuries, we can replace guys with experience. So that's really important for us.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Mickey, and all the best.
Always a pleasure.
No run there. Yeah, thoughts from Mickey Arthur, and one thing at pick up, nice for the players to be playing in front of their family. Zimbabwe came, and what is it, 2 years ago, a bit more than 2 years ago, for those 3 one-day internationals and 2 2020s.
I think the buzz was there as well. Then Zimbabwe came for 5 games, 3 T20s and 2 T20s and 3 one-day internationals, and you can see
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Getting boundaries, not so today. 5 fours and a 6. Once again, Pakistan in a solid position. These two did put up a wonderful partnership last night, and they're looking really good. 100 up for Pakistan in the 13th over. Another excellent partnership. And Imran Tahir picking up his first wicket. It's a second wicket down.
David Miller showing his class as a fielder. He is so good. Normally you park your best fielders at long on and long off, and Miller made it look so easy. Very good batting from Ahmed. Shehzad is disappointed just when he was nearing a 50. Is gone. 43 from 34. Strike rate was excellent.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
The new higher turbo cool refrigerator has an easy digital panel, so you can set your own temperature. With LED lights in the freezer compartment and speedy turbo cooling makes it Pakistan's fastest cooling refrigerator. Now with 10-year warranty.
Higher inspired living.
Yeah, wonderful piece of fielding. Because it was pretty straight. He had to cover a lot of distance and then had to dive, roll over. It was timed to perfection, everything. Shoaib Malik timed his innings the other night to perfection, just when Pakistan needed a bit of a lift and impetus into the innings. He provided them with that brilliant window. Let's have another look at this. This was hit pretty straight. He was just a little bit wide and then bending low, and had the confidence to pull it off. He never was going to miss this. Yeah, they just steadied himself for a while. Took a little bit of pause. It wasn't as if he was herring after it. He just paused for a second or two to make sure that he timed the dive. Passed the ball beautifully.
Well, this is the time to pull things back for World 11. It's a tailor-made situation for Shoaib. Look at that shot. It was pretty full. It wasn't really there for cut. He just waited for it. Played it very nicely, Babar, in a great nick.
Yeah, I mean, look at the balance. He watched the ball ever so closely, and then with his beautiful wrist work, found the gap, had enough power on it. Tamim Iqbal diving full length, missed the ball. His range is improving. When he started off, Fakhar, and correct me if I'm wrong because you worked with this guy, is more an onside player than the offside player. Now he can cut, he can drive down the ground. It's just, the self-belief has gone up.
I think it's all about scoring runs. Once you're in the middle scoring runs and you're in that flow, the confidence start building. That's what happened with Babar. He's looking $1 million at the moment. End of the over, 106 for 2.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
To get to 190, so the end has got to be a massive one for Pakistan to end up with a double ton score. Wickets in hand, you'd want to fire away straight away. Let's see what World 11 can do, because they were in a similar situation last evening and just let the grasp relax, and Shoaib Malik with that thunderbolt innings sealed the day for Pakistan.
Well, I think what World 11 needs to do right now is to knit a couple of really good overs. Looking at the pitch, I think there will be few big overs coming down the track, but at the moment, because they have picked up a wicket, it's crucial to bowl those dot deliveries. Make sure don't give easy runs. Bowl that off-stump channel. That's no good. That's way too short. We've seen yesterday that the pitch was low, and very similar pitch. Way too short for that surface. And Babar Azam, the kind of form he is in, he's not going to spare that.
Yeah, the other thing that he does so well these days is obviously pick the loose deliveries. On the shorter side, on his pads, and found the gap. It's a square leg in position, shorter in length. Fakhar, would you try that delivery every now and then? Pitch the ball short, maybe bouncer height, and not a
really bowl that half tracker. If you want to bowl a bouncer, it's got to be a really bouncer. Pitch it really short. It got to be up there on the shoulder head height. And also bowl these sort of deliveries. Bowl those cutters, which we saw Pakistan did extremely well, which I thought the World 11 team did not do in the first inning yesterday also, and even today. They're bowling good deliveries, but then they give a 4-ball, an easy delivery to hit away. So if you want to bowl a bouncer, make sure that it's up there, it's up at the shoulder height, not those half-tracker waist height, because these two, both of these guys, they're in a sublime form. So you got to make sure that either pitch it up full, or if you want to bowl a bouncer, it's got to be up there.
Look for an uppercut here if I were Babar Azam. Fine leg is gone, is coming to the ring as well. Third man is up in the circle as well. Bowls a Yorker. That's good stuff from cutting, just varying his length every so slightly. Thisara, Perera there, making sure that the ball got back to the bowler as quickly as possible. Such a valuable length, that Yorker length. Good call in the end.
Yeah, he was looking for two. Shoaib Malik, the first one was taken very, very quickly. But as he turned, he just called it very, very quickly. Good calling.
Just not allowed them to settle down to one particular length. Very good bowling from cutting. It's 115 for 2.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहटें बिखेरना पड़ती हैं। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Little bit of drizzle. Badree comes back into the attack. Had a poor run early on. Ball 2 overs for 21. Although he did pick up a wicket, but been a little bit expensive for his liking.
You know, he's got loads of experience, Shoaib Malik, and good thing about his batting these days is that he doesn't panic. He'll take his time, maybe see off 5 or 6 balls, an over or 2, and then get as electric as that bike. Half striker, that's belted but straight to the fielder. Once again, the balance at the crease was so good from Babar Azam. That's the reason why he's getting a lot of force behind those shots. It's been another happy outing for the fans. Look at them. Almost all seats taken. Shouting slogans. Pakistan Zindabad. It's just been a very passionate day for them. Another passionate day, I would say. Cricket has come home. That's a massive response to the series. Lovely to see young faces, smiling, beaming faces, energetic crowd, bonding with each other. Nothing can be better than that for Pakistan. I also tweeted Fakhar that, you know, I've been so proud, including you, I guess, to be part of a game that brings a lot of smiles to people. I think we really are blessed.
Well, the nation was starved for that. They were really hungry. They were waiting for this day. And look at these children. You never know, one of these might be a next star in making. 15 overs gone, 121 for 2.
He's got this habit of blowing air into his fist before he starts an over, or maybe after every ball he does that, Imran Tahir. Even in hot, humid conditions, he does that. Normally, you blow air into your palm when you're cold.
I think it's very important for him to bowl a good over here, because the last over from Badree was a good one. Only gave away 6 runs. So if you can follow it up with another good one, that will create a little bit of pressure, a little bit of panic, should I say, among these two batsmen at the crease.
Well, we all love his energy, Imran Tahir. You got to be careful with kids. He looks a bit lost. Oh, yes, sir. That's a huge one from Shoaib Malik. It made a great sound that moment the ball hit the middle.
It was just a beautiful sound. He knew it as he hit the bat. He knew that's going a long way. And that did go a long way. Another tremendous hit from Shoaib Malik.
Quick hands from Shoaib. Oh, they're appealing for caught behind. I'm not too sure whether it's a caught behind, but they've gone for a stumping chance there. It was bowled wide by Imran Tahir. Beautifully done by the leg spinner. He saw him coming out of his crease and then flighted it wide outside the off stump.
It was definitely a slow delivery. It was bowled a lot slower. A legal delivery. And that one spun and spun very sharply. Went really far away from Paine. He had to really gather it from long way and come back. And Shoaib Malik had enough time to come back and put his bat back the crease. Should be a not out.
Well, the ball just got a little bit away from the keeper because it turned. It was a slow delivery, as Fakhar just mentioned.
That's the only delivery so far we have seen that which spun. Imran Tahir bowled that googly which spins. That's beautiful. Just a little flick.
Yeah, I think Shoaib Malik has earned that ball because he's threatening to come out of his crease and hit him straight, and so as a result he went fast and he lost the plot. It was a wide one down the leg side, quicker delivery, and helped himself, Shoaib, to a 4. Well played. 11 runs in this over so far. The ball to come. It's another wide one. This will be given as a wide. So he's preempting it now. He's thinking that Shoaib is going to come after him, hit him downtown.
Yeah, he's trying to confuse him. He's not sure which delivery Shoaib Malik's going to come down the track. That's a good delivery. That was a googly. 133 for 2. Pakistan in a very good position.
With the finishing touches then to this Pakistan innings, 134 for 2 and projected at the same rate. They'll get to 167. They'll want more than that. And with these two men in operation, Shoaib Malik and Babar Azam, partnership 34 from 23, they could well do some damage. Look at the minute bowling. Badree will bowl now. He'll bowl his 4th over, his final one.
It's going to be crucial for the World 11 to break this partnership, because in the last game also we saw these two when they are at crease and when they're well set, it becomes very, very difficult to bowl at these guys. So break this partnership.
That's gone a long way up. Miller takes it. Badree gets the breakthrough.
He got out in a very similar fashion in the last game also. Couldn't really control the stroke. One more time. Played really.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, वक्त पे दूसरों के काम आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Has an easy digital panel, so you can set your own temperature. With LED lights in the freezer compartment and speedy turbo cooling makes it Pakistan's fastest cooling refrigerator. Now with 10-year warranty.
Higher inspired living.
You have the cricket once again.
Well, I spoke about breaking the partnership, and here we go. Badree picking up his 2nd wicket And that too of Babar Azam, who played really well, scored 45 of 38 delivery. Imad Wasim played really nicely yesterday. He scored a 50. The strike rate is excellent, 161.5. No real control over that stroke. And once again, it was David Miller. Popped up a little bit. The heart was in the mouth for a second.
Tenth time that he's playing against Pakistan, Samuel Badree. With these two, goes up to 15 for his tally in terms of wickets. And generally his economy rate is good. Prior to the start of today, it was just below 6 to the over, 5.77. It'll have gone up just a little bit because he's gone at just over 8 today, so it's now up to 6. But it's a good day out once again, and he's affecting the game and ensuring that he can shift things just at this crucial stage when they want to kick on. Oh, straight throw, straighter throw, and there would have been some joy for the World 11.
Yeah, it would have been a disaster for Pakistan because they want to see Shoaib Malik out there till the end. It was a great throw, but just a little bit off target. It didn't take much long to throw it. He flicked it very nicely, but just a little bit wide.
He's quick show of Malik. And at that time, even he wouldn't have made his ground. It was a tight single. The idea being to try and get him on strike and not chew up deliveries. Imad Wasim. And look at this over. A wicket and just 3 singles. It's exactly what the World 11 needed. Just stall the progress.
Yeah, the second spell has been very good from Samuel Badree.
And that's what good bowlers do in all formats of the game. The different spells that you're involved in require different things, but in each period you need to be present and need to ensure that you can do damage, you can do the job. And he's certainly done it in this final one, Samuel Badree. A good day out, 2 for 31 for him from his 4. It's 138 for 3.
Not coming at number 2 straight away as he running
in the gap. Yes, for 4.
Half tracker once again, not really. He's got 11 of 5 deliveries, couple of boundaries, looking really good. Look at that, that's a beauty.
Man's come up into the circle.
I think the idea was okay. I thought the thinking was good. It's just that Morkel was very smart. He saw him changing the grip. They bowled a slower. It didn't give him any pace.
It's wide. Eventful. Morne Morkel just trying to close out what has been good work through the night. There you go. The over comes to an end. 13 offered a good one for Pakistan.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
The new higher charge and speedy turbo cooling.
A good power play, good enough certainly, and that suggests, and just when they seem to, it might well be a no ball, you know, but he's just picked the man out in the deep.
Might be under that waist height because he was looking to go onside. He was leaning down a little bit, so it might be out, maybe not. Maybe not. I think it's well over no ball. There might be a free hit coming.
Even with his knees bent, that looks rather high. Yeah, it's chest height. A long way above the stumps. It's you have a no ball and it'll be a free hit. We'll get confirmation. On and up. Keeping us in suspense. Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. Finally. Relayed the message. It's above waist height. And so a free hit because it's a no ball. Maybe destroy it. Imad Wasim. Because he'd have liked that to be 2 yards, 3 yards either side, perhaps a little higher, and away it goes for 6, and he gets the free hit.
I don't think he'd be thinking that. He'd be thinking, I'm glad that I'm still around. I'm here. He won't mind facing a little later. There you go. He's facing right now.
Complete run. Didn't quite get all of it. So it won't go off to the fence. Good fielding that by Miller. Good arm. Bottom of the bat. They scored 36 yesterday, Pakistan, of the last 2. It's good bowling.
Really become either dangerous for a no ball or it can really be picked by a batsman. So anything on the lower side, a low bounce, low short delivery, a low full toss, I beg your pardon, or a Yorker length. Especially when there's a little bit of rain around and it's not reversing in this T20 cricket, it's very hard to control that Yorker length. And nowadays the batsmen, they really go deep in the crease. Like that. Shoaib Malik, he likes that. He goes very deep in his crease. He gives himself an extra millisecond to play all around the ground.
Was brutal yesterday. Shoaib Malik for his 38 from 20. Took a few deliveries to get himself in. And even when he went out, he'd have been disappointed in that he got a length ball that got him out at the top of middle. It's out, it's out. Comfortable catch for Imran Tahir. No wicket for Thisara. Perera was bowling much better today. In fact, as a group doing much better with ball in hand, the world 11. Imad Wasim.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
156 for 4. And the skipper, Sarfraz Ahmed. It's after the middle best score of 76 not out in T20 internationals. Have a look at that attempted ramp shot. It doesn't quite get the angle of the bat and it slows it all down. Much improved bowling performance from the World 11 bowlers, especially Thisara Perera, who picked up his first wicket just now. But he's been on target. He didn't really bowl at those deliveries which we saw yesterday on the onside. Maybe it was just a new ball, he couldn't really control it, but yeah, today he was much better. Tahir again off Perera. It's 157 for 5. This is the second time Ahmed out.
चाहे कुछ भी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए
Pakistan with a score of 1. Shehzad at the top of the order. Shoaib Malik pulling off another very good innings, 39 from 23. Imad Wasim 15 from 11, looked engaged, looked active at the crease. And so Pakistan would be reasonably happy, not over the moon, but they've got a competitive score on the board.
Morne Morkel, 4 over 20, wicketless, cutting, bit expensive, in fact very expensive. 4 overs, 52 for 1, economy rate 13. Badree 4 overs 31, 2 wickets bowled brilliantly. Collingwood bowled 2 overs for 18. Perera 3 overs 23, 2 crucial wickets, and then Imran Tahir 3 overs 29, 1 wicket. Babar Azam played a brilliant knock once.
In many parts of the field, can sweep the ball, is a beautiful driver down the ground, can cut as well. His ability to time the ball and find the gaps, and I think another thing that was highlight of his innings, like the other night, was his ability to find gaps and ability to put the bad balls away to the fence.
Huddle, the skipper will have word with them just to remind them what was the plan, what is the plan. That's a norm now. Before every game, it doesn't matter if it's Test cricket, one day or T20 in any format, they just get together for a minute or two just to wish each other good luck and revisit the plan. So 175 to win. World 11, Pakistan won the first one. This is the second game of 3-match series, and it's a pack house here at Gaddafi Stadium. And Sohail Khan listening very seriously to his captain. Look at the pictures here. If you pan around, the whole stadium is packed again as last night.
I think they work well as a bunch also. There's a lot of camaraderie, a lot of feel-good factor that Sarfraz has been able to initiate in the dressing room. He's working with a young squad, and that'll help him to grow as a skipper also. It was a big day for Pakistan yesterday. A lot of milestones covered, a lot of fanfare, a lot of energy amongst the crowds. That banner there, Lahore. then they had to do the three-wheeler and get it started again. Just a wonderful day for all in sundry. The World 11 is here. They were warmly welcomed by the fans, and they can't seem to get enough of them. It's another house full here. Pakistani flags, a lot of young girls and boys. What was remarkable was that they enjoyed the game, sat together, bonded beautifully. Just a wonderful day for all cricket fans, the entire cricket nation in fact. The channels went gaga over the event. They're having their own shows. Right, it's Hashim Amla at the crease. What a strike force he is. Beautiful player to watch, very wristy. Should enjoy batting on this pitch.
Good strike rate as well. 130 plus. Imad Wasim, the #1 ranked bowler in T20 format. 21 matches, 23 wickets, everything 17.69. Career best 5 for 14. Bowled brilliantly yesterday. Tamim Iqbal, another batsman, a man in form, played brilliantly this year for Bangladesh. Imad Wasim will start the proceedings. Straight to the fielder, shot fine leg, no run, dot ball.
Such an awkward line, because that ball seems to be heading for a wide down the leg side, and then it curls back and goes towards the offside. World 11 desperately needs someone to stay there for a longer period, get a 60 or a 70, and I think they should be on their way winning this one.
Pakistan have lost only 2 out of 31 T20 games when they score 150 plus in the first innings, obviously. So now Pakistan scored 174, target is 175. We've got 3 spinners. Mohammad Nawaz, new inclusion today, left arm spinner.
Imad Wasim and Shadab Khan, the other tweakers. Shoaib Malik can also bowl. I think of late he's not really been put into action by the skipper. Mohammad Nawaz, there he is, very good fielder. Playing his first game in Pakistan, Nawaz.
Remember Mohammad Nawaz clearly that PSL game this year he played against, I think, I don't know which team was it, but he bowled the last over opposition, he needed about 5 to win and they won the game. So there was brilliant. Race for Kota, that was against Peshawar. Another good delivery, another good over. Only 3 runs because the last ball.
Nice into the gap, should take 2. Yeah, he's rushing back for the second. Tamim Iqbal, good running. 5 in the first over.
आज मैं आपको दिखाऊंगी दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के तरीके। चाहे कुछ भी हो, सबके साथ अच्छे रवैये से पेश आना पड़ता है। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Pakistan scored 174. Again, brilliant innings from Shoaib Malik. 39 of 23. They were struggling in 18th, 16th, 17th over. He came, he smashed his shots around, and it's a reasonable total now. Sohail Khan will take the new ball from the other end. Got a couple of wickets yesterday. High arm action, runs is nicely. Good slow ball. Bowls a good yorker as well.
Yeah, once again, good running. Worked the angle beautifully, Tamim Iqbal. He's become such a good player, Tamim Iqbal. Just a very good ability to...
Could it be off stump? Oh, missed the opportunity here. Tamim Iqbal, low full toss. Definitely looking leaner, Rams. That's for sure. Look at this average.
Yeah, I mean, the focus was on his fitness. We know that he can bowl, he's got experience, he knows how to pick wickets, but it's just that he, in the longer format, he has struggled to deliver the second and the third spells as effectively as his first one. But in 20 overs cricket, I think is good enough, and his fitness has definitely improved.
The problem was the test cricket. He was the best bowler of PSL this year as well. Got wickets for Karachi. Breakthrough with the new ball, then bowled well with the second, with the semi-new ball.
I think it also sends a very good message to all those cricketers who've been sidelined because of fitness issues, that you can make a comeback if you're fit. 2 wickets last night, getting rid of the batsman with a couple of slow deliveries. 2 wickets in 1 over, in fact. Fit and fitness will improve their performance, so they've taken that on board.
You can see while watching that combination, and the point fielder has to go every delivery, the single every ball, he has to move around every delivery, and he's already there at his position before bowler reached his mark. He's one of the top fielders in Pakistan team, Shehzad Khan.
Keeping him honest on that line, and for Tamim on the offside. Good over, just 3 singles and 2 of the first ball. I like the intent on World 11 faces. You can see Hashim, Amla, they want to make it happen, just to make this series interesting. It's a must-win game for them. Oh, how good a shot is that? He's got this great ability to pierce the field and time the ball majestically. 14 without a wicket.
में अकाउंट खोलने तरीके, चाहे कुछ भी हो, चेहरों पर मुस्कुराहटें बिखेरना पड़ती हैं। बस ये छोटी छोटी सी अच्छी बातें दिल में अकाउंट खोलने के लिए जरूरी हैं।
Allied Bank, आपके दिल में हमारा अकाउंट।
Straight delivery, but this is the beauty of Hashim Amla. Is so risky. It's difficult bowl against batsmen like him, and either side of the pitch. Fourteen for none in 2. Inside out, all the way for the maximum.
Showing his prowess as a strike force. What a shot this is. Hardly any risk taken, exposed the stumps, and then the bat came down heavy on the ball, straight as an arrow, and hit the screen on the full. Yeah, you got to admire the talent, and look at the flourish, the finish of the bat. Great to watch, Tamim Iqbal. Oh, clever, very clever. Showed him the stumps, then came back to where he was standing at middle and leg and flicked it ever so subtly into the fence.
Sensible cricket from Tamim Iqbal. 6 and then 4. I mean, he bowled well, he followed the batsman, but he went back towards off stump and then he played that short find. There was a short find like there. He knew where the fielder was. 10 from 2 deliveries, 24 for none in 2.2. Required run rate only 8.55. Then he wicket the Pakistanis.
Yeah, if you allow him to bowl, he can be all over you like a rash. So you've got to make him think. He gave it a fierce chase. And well done.
Brilliant effort from him. 26 for none.
Yeah, how well was that guided? This is clever piece of cricket, and showing his talent.
He was aiming for that area just a couple of balls before.
Took a great evening. I don't know whether you of this kid. I think because he feels that he can deliver the punch with his variations. Not very tall, Shinwari, but he's got solid temperament. He can be slippery, quick off the surface, and
it doesn't look that quick, but when you bat against him, it hurries on to you. He's skitty. That's what Ramiz exactly said the right way. Skitty. A strong lad. It was yesterday when he was took this beauty. One-handed.
Yeah, Wes. I think that. Oh, how cool is that? Now you've got to enjoy that lovely crisp shot from Hashim Amla. Beautifully done.
Shot from a class player. It wasn't a bad delivery at all. He was meant to nip back, and look at this. Stand and deliver. Look at the full face of the bat. Shot and punch. Oh, what a class player he is, Hashim Amla.
Yeah, key to success was how the head was so still. He washed the ball and then sliced it so ever so beautifully.
Players like him, for them, whenever they play a shot, it goes to the gap. That's incredible. That's how they maneuver their wrist and play, use their wrists.
Exactly, yes. And this time it's on the pads, and lucky escape. An inch here or there, away towards the offside. Uber is the official transportation partner. Yeah, I mean, that's glorious. That is class from Hashim Amla. The more you look at him, the more you want to stand up, and
he was kind of just there, going across, short of a length, finishing in the stumps, and he played this shot. Unbelievable talent.
I mean, the speed that sped away off the bat could be seen. The way Tamim Iqbal reacted at the non-striker zone, it got to him in no time, that straight drive. It's a typical push away towards the onside for a run. Beautiful batting by Hashim Amla. Lovely to watch. 41 without a wicket.
I make 174 for 6 for Pakistan. Won the toss and decided to bat. And the response from the World 11 is a good one in terms of their start. 41 from 4. Here's Ruman Raiz. Well, he runs into a Hashim Amla who is in decent form. Tamim Iqbal was looking brutal as well. They form a good partnership and giving the World 11 just the start that they required. Now look at the numbers for Ruman Raiz. 3 wickets. They bowled well. Probably a little more expensive than you'd like, but showed good variation, good temperament as well. And to come through at good times. A couple of wickets in an over to shift the game. Well, that's what Sarfraz will be hoping, that he'll give another breakthrough to Pakistan. Roman Reis picked up 2 wickets yesterday in 1 over. He's been pretty watchful, Tamim Iqbal, especially against the pacers. Did lose a wicket to Roman Reis yesterday. And was trying to hit it big. He wanted to go out of the park and missed it completely, hit the middle stump. And that was the second wicket. And picked up both of them who are at the crease at the moment. The partnership's really good, 42 of 4.3 overs. And that's what they needed.
And what both these men will not want, Hashim, Amla and Tamim Iqbal, is to be dismissed quickly, one after the other. And they'll look to ensure that, well, first of all, they don't want to get out to the same man again. They'll be aware of his slower ball, aware of his tricks. And you can see that in this over that he's bowled, they've been watchful. They can afford to, though, because they've started so quickly and we're going at 10 to the over.
No Hassan Ali today, so the bowling attack is at this level. Shinwari is another one who's very, very young at this level. Make life very, very difficult for these World 11 batsmen. That was another one. He's got a couple of different slow deliveries and timed it very nice
with ease. Three important deliveries. What can Thisara Perera do with them? Yep. Nervous energy, twitching in the World 11. Similar sort of reaction, similar sort of behavior in the Pakistan dugout. 29 is the main equation.
It's a good height. Capable of. What's that? Another hand.
And the equation has changed. 19 off.